Good morning, fulfillment seekers, and welcome to episode 104 of Words of Wisdom. I'm Marlena, personal fulfillment coach and founder of the Time Finder Secrets course, and I'm on a mission to help people pleasers rediscover their self-worth so that they can start putting themselves first and live happy, fulfilling lives. For more videos every week to motivate and inspire you to live life to the fullest, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. Now, today's episode centers around critics and the things that they say that may or may not discourage you on your journey to achieving your goals. Now, they can say whatever they want, but at the end of the day, never allow them to discourage you from taking action. Because at the end of the day, you are taking action for yourself. This is your goal. This is your aspiration. This is the task that you want to complete that will personally fulfill you. And no one should take that away from you. No one should step in and say, oh, no, you can't do that. Or no, I don't think that's a good idea. At the end of the day, you have to assess the risks. You have to assess the rewards. And you have to decide for yourself whether or not it is worth it. And if it is worth it for you, then you keep on going. Because at the end of the day, when you achieve the success that you are after, you will have proved them wrong, number one. And number two, you will also have shown yourself just how committed you are and how persistent you are in achieving your goals. And at the end of the day, the only opinion that matters is your own. So when you achieve that success, be proud of yourself. Know that you overcome obstacles, including the things that people say to you. Now, my fiance has been fighting for his mom to get services because she has dementia and she can't really be left alone. She does need someone to support her through the day-to-day tasks. And it's been an uphill battle, a constant, he's been constantly on the phone with different people, doing fair hearings and all of this stuff that he's been going through just to get the proper services for his mom. And, you have parties saying things like, oh, I never expected him to get the hours, or I don't expect him to do this, or I don't expect him to do that. And my fiance was just like, no, it's like, we're going to get the topmost, the best possible care for my mom. And he fought for it. And he went for it because he believed in it. He was persistent. And he knew at the end of the day, the only opinion that mattered was his own. And the fact that critics were saying that he couldn't do it was just fuel for the fire to say, yes, you know what? You say that I can't do it. I'm going to prove you wrong and I'm going to do it anyway. And that's exactly what he did. And now she has a surplus of hours. She's going to adult day services and she has things in place that are there to support her. But had he listened to the critics that said, oh, it's impossible, I've never seen anyone get this amount of hours or get this amount of support, so on and so forth, then we would be in the same situation. His mother would not have the services and the support she needs to live a healthy and enriched life. Thankfully, he didn't listen to that voice. He didn't listen to that voice. He didn't listen to the critics. He listened to his own voice, his own opinion, and said, you know what? I'm going to try. I'm going to try and I'm going to see what happens. And that's exactly what he did. And I encourage you guys to just learn from this story that even if people don't believe in you, even if people put you down, or they make you feel uncomfortable for making the choices that you've made, know that at the end of the day, you are the one who has to live with that choice, number one. And you've made a decision. And if it's important enough to you to continue on the journey, to continue taking action, then there's no reason not to. There really is no reason not to. So I encourage you guys to not allow critics to discourage you and to actually take action each and every single day. Knowing that at the end of the day, when you achieve that success, you have surpassed your critics. You have proved them wrong and you've become a different person. You are so much stronger and so much better off now that you've achieved your goals and you're moving on to new goals and you're moving on to new ways to improve yourself. So I find that it's really important to just remember that. So I have a question for you guys. What have critics said to you to discourage you from pursuing your goals? What have critics said to you to discourage you from pursuing your goals? Pardon me. So, what have they said? What are some things that, that kind of put you down and made you feel like, oh, I don't know if I can do that, and things like that. I'm sure you have plenty of stories that you could share in the comments and things like that. And I'm trying to think about things that haters have said to me, but it's kind of hard to remember because I'm the kind of person that kind of doesn't really let things stick too much. I mean, I've had people, hate on my hair and, my appearance and things like that and stuff like that. But in terms of like my business, I mean, I haven't run across, and I try not to be around people who are going to discourage me. I mean, maybe there's some people who would just, ask questions about whether or not, is this really what you want to do? How are you going to make money and things like that. And I know it's not explicitly discouragement, but, it does create doubt in the head. And, you start to think, oh, can I really do it? And, you already have your own self-doubts going on. So, to have someone else kind of pile on even more of like their own like questions and doubt and stuff like that onto you kind of makes the situation a little bit worse. But it's again not the worst thing in the world, but there are other instances where the critics they could really come down on you, and they make you feel bad for making the choices that you've made. And I don't want you guys to get stuck in a place where there are people criticizing you or telling you that you can't do something, and as a result you choose not to do it, you give up, and then you always live life with that question of, what if I had just pushed through a little bit longer? What if I didn't listen to that person who told me not to do this? Would my life be different? And that's pretty much all I have to say, guys. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Again, the question is, what have critics said to you to discourage you from pursuing your goals? I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments, connect with you. Let's support one another. Let's build each other up, especially when the critics try to put us down. And let's keep on moving towards our goals. So I hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday. As always, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Words of Wisdom comes out 7 a.m. Eastern. I'll be here. I hope you'll be here too. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye, everyone.